Hello, this is me again, Gyawming, and welcome back to the episode 2 of Let's Build the Kingdom of Gyawming. For this episode, we will be building this majestic, simple but beautiful looking tavern. Stay with me, and let's start building. If any of you doesn't know what the fuck a tavern is, it is a place where you can eat and drink and socialize with others. It is also a place where you can see beautiful ladies who carries food and drink, and a place for thirsty brawlers. But boy, my tavern is not like any other taverns. It discriminates the social class, wherein the peasants are only allowed on the bottom and the second floor are for the nobles. Because this is not just an ordinary tavern, it is a luxurious style tavern. The very first thing that I've done is layouting the very foundation of the building, making sure that each gaps are equal. This part is crucial because it is where I decide about the shape of my building. Wait, that's not very promising. Now that's better. Then I move on with filling up the flooring and with oak wood planks. I've done it manually with my own hand without using any commands. Yeah, don't ask. But it looks plain and it's painful for the eyes. So I've come up with just a simple design using oak woods as a dividing platform to produce a nice, beautiful and sexy outcome. Look at that. Those are not painful for the eyes anymore. But I am not satisfied yet. I want an outside dining area. So I follow what my heart wants and did it without any hesitations at all. And just copying the design of the flooring from the inside. Now to finish the base layer, I added 2 upside down stone brick stairs on the both sides and 1 stone brick slab on the middle, giving the base layer a mini archway design. And now that the base layer is pretty good looking, I started to plan on what shall I do for the second floor. Now while I'm looking at some examples of medieval structures on the internet, while looking at the different shapes and designs of the structures, I realized that this build are magnificent. But it looks very complicated if I try it to build on a Minecraft scale. Yes, they say that you can do anything what you want on Minecraft. And I am not judging this build, but for my own opinion, this is very painful for the eyes. It is very messy. So as a coward kitty, I decided to go on an easy path, wherein I built simple things but classical looking, elegant and very sexy looking builds. Now moving on with the design of the second floor, I've chosen spruce wood planks because it blends well with the oak wood planks that divides the base layer from the second floor, and it acts as a transitional effect. Now I don't know why the fuck this entrance bothers me a lot, just because it is very narrow, just like a young maiden's cave. So I punched those blocks that makes it narrow looking, and I just followed the archway shape of the stone bricks outside. Just add iron bars on the both sides, and now I'm satisfied. Going back with the design of the second floor, I just placed 2 upside down spruce stairs on the both sides to support the archway shape of the base layer. Then I placed spruce trapdoors across the spruce wood planks just to add a nice little details. Suddenly, a mysterious villager came to stalk me while I'm building. I chose white concrete blocks to fill up the gaps because it is the most purely white looking block on Minecraft. And when the second floor walls are finished, I started framing up the dividing platform between the first and the second floor. And I'm just copying the designs and the patterns from the flooring of the first floor. And while I am fixing my miscalculations, I realized something. I realized that something is missing with the build. something necessary for the building. Boy, why did I forget about that thing? I forgot about the fireplace, the chimney. Luckily, I haven't moved with the roofings yet, so I did it very quick and clean. And it looks perfect. Look at that. Just kidding. I actually had a hard time building that motherfucking chimney. And I waste too much time just to figure out where to place it. But boy, while I build it carelessly with enthusiasm, I'm not fuckingly aware that I'm fuckingly building a tower, not a chimney. This is crazy. So I trim it out a bit. Instead of using netherrack and flint and steel that can burn down a building if it's made out of wooden, I used campfire and it looks good. Look at that. I'm in love with that scenic view. But guess what? I also did it for the second floor. It's kinda crazy, but it looks nice. Then of course, haystacks beneath the campfire, so it will produce a nice looking smoke effect that pops out from the chimney. Now it's time for the roofing. I admitted that I'm not a good builder, but I'm very satisfied with what the fuck that I've just built, because I built it from my heart. And I just did a simple style of roof, not that complicated like the other roofings, and it kinda resembles with some Filipino style old houses, so I kinda love it. Then I just add acacia trapdoors across on the top and the bottom of the white concrete walls to give it a nice looking details. Now this glasses looks like a very amazing because it kinda blends with the walls. This is from the texture pack called Fwhip. Link in the description. But wait, before we move to the interior, I want to tidy things up from the outside dining area, because as you can see, when it rains, someone that eats outside will get wet. So I placed just a nice roofings using spruce trap doors. Then I placed tables and chairs because it is an outside dining area. And I did it also on the inside. I like using spruce trap doors because I was inspired by the designs of Gyrocraft. Now I am super confused on picking between spruce trapdoor or spruce pressure plate. So please comment down which you think is better. Now moving on the kitchen area, and serves as a counter at the same time. I just placed the basic stuffs that needed to be there. Now moving on the second floor, I spaced out for a second because it is very big and spacious and I don't really have the slightest idea on what shall I do. I admit it, I'm pretty bad at interior designing because it's very hard. But I overcome the greatest challenge of all time because I just placed two big dining tables. Yeah, it's nice. And I decided to put a huge table on the other side because I don't really know what to do. I used dark oak just because it is not blending with the surroundings. And I added red carpet. It's a noble table wherein noble men and women gathers around and eat and drink and socialize, you know. And of course, don't forget about the chairs. And we have there a nice looking noble table. And I added some nice roses, some paintings, some nice looking chandeliers. And I don't know why I did this, but it looks sexy. And this looks like a garden now and it's crazy. And that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Just please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And if you're not, it's okay. I appreciate it. But then make sure to follow me on Twitch, Gyawming.tv, and accompany me while I'm chilling while building. So that's all. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.